My first impression of the NP01 series is it's a wild ride. This is a great car.
I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it gives the everyday club racer a chance to experience a prototype style car.
It's good for entry-level guys as well as guys that have been racing for a long time that want to do something that's maybe a little more cost-effective.
The series itself is very exciting because I'm a newbie into organized racing and a spec series in this level. It's exactly what I wanted to start in terms of competitiveness, which I'm not quite at that level yet, but I have the opportunity to learn, and car setup and the design of these MPs are amazing in terms of the ability to do minor changes and directly feel it, which is really exciting for me.
It comes down to the crew setting up the car and the driver driving the car, and it doesn't get any more pure than that. I mean, I love it.
I think it's in its infancy, of course. You know, we're getting more and more people. I think it's going to be a fantastic spec class, and we're learning about the cars and just kind of getting used to all these tracks in these cars too.
This NP01 series is proving to be just as amazing as I always hoped it would be. The camaraderie that we're building in this new series, the guys that are in it, they just have the right attitude, the right personality type to really make this series what I always hoped it would be.
It's pulled together as almost like a team, you know, and the series is really fun. And everybody gets along, everybody helps out. We're making it work together.
Initial cost of the car is maybe more than a car similar on the market for a used car, but what you get in this car versus other cars is you get the support of Elan, you got the support of NASA, the support of Toyo, and the support of Mazda, and also that the cars are all going to be the same. Everybody has the same car. Nobody has trick parts on their car, different wings, different trays, and the cost to run the car is just going to be so much cheaper, and it's a level playing field. So a guy can come here by himself or can come with a full crew and be competitive.
Oh my gosh, I drove a shifter cart once, and it's like a shifter cart. It's visceral, it shakes your eyeballs, it shakes your ears.
It's beautiful. It looks great. It looks like a Le Mans prototype, basically.
It's a thrill. It's a real thrill.
Very user-friendly. It's sequential shift, so you drive it like a go-kart basically. You gas, brake, you brake with your left foot, gas with your right. So it's very easy to drive. The handling is so incredible that it just makes it fun.
It's easy to drive. It's hard to make a big mistake, but very forgiving car. I have to reset my limits to the new, you know, how fast I can go and how good the brakes are. But it's really, really fun to drive.
I've been racing for over a decade now in a lot of different types of cars, mostly sedans, so I have very little experience in this type of a car. So the fact that I was able to hop in and feel comfortable right away, the changes I would make to my standard heavier sedans that you'd have to really be experienced to, you know, did this do what I think I wanted it to do? You make a change on this thing and it's in your face. You know what you just did and you know if it's good or bad.
The learning curve from going from a vintage Porsche 911 racing to this is it's mind-blowing. This is a lot more sensitive to setup in a good way. Just the challenge to drive Elan fast is fun because, you know, you kind of driven this other car for, you know, over 15 years. I was ready for a new challenge. And it's definitely a challenge, and it's a fun challenge.
The fact that you get to crawl into a car, closed cockpit with a sequential transmission and really feel like you're driving, you know, a Le Mans prototype.
If you want to go out and have fun and go really fast, I don't know what else you could get that's equal to it.
The 6 guys I met at the 2 races I've been to so far, where my car's been running, are amazing. They're really been extremely helpful. Again, there's some national champions and some pro drivers out here and some incredibly expert car guys, like Steve Burrius of Stop Deck. They know these cars, they know race cars in general and racing, and they've taken me under their wing. They've been totally up front. Everybody's still figuring out the cars a little bit. Everybody's, you know, making vast improvements. but it's amazing. But they've been nothing but great. I'm amazed as competitors.
I'm not here so much to win as to race. And so when you have a group of cars that are identical, it all comes down to the driver. And then if you have a large number of drivers, they'll have different abilities. And so you may be racing for third, but it's still racing. And that's what I come here for, to race. If I can pass somebody and they can pass me back. And so I'm expecting as the series grows, there'll be more wheel-to-wheel racing, and the fun's just going to be there.
I think the more the merrier. In every event we seem to get more and more cars, and it's a bigger event, so looking forward to the next one, you know, so we can have an even larger field and some good guys. Yeah.
The series looks really bright. We're going to continue to sell cars. We're going to continue to sell the series. The series is going to continue to build. Interest around it's going to continue to build. We've already got 25 cars sold. I don't see any reason why we won't have 50 by the end of the year. And then I think it's just going to continue to snowball and pick up interest. My guess is by year 4 we'll probably have 100 to 150 cars running the series nationwide, and who knows, you could see a pro element to the series. You just never really know. You know, this thing has got such good foundation, such great bones, that it could grow into something really spectacular.